My observation of successful women in their 30s was that they stopped being hyper-competitive because they wanted to have a life. And the further observation was that was probably sensible, right? That was actually the wise thing to do. Because the question isn't, why aren't there any hyper-successful women? The question is, why is there a small percentage of hyper-successful men who are willing to sacrifice everything in pursuit of that success? Like, that's the mystery. If you're the sort of person who thinks that Elon Musk is the norm, you should think again. The norm is most people want to have a relatively comprehensive life. You need an intimate partner. You need a family. You need some friends. You need a job or a career. You need to use your time outside of work productively and meaningfully. Treat yourself appropriately, physically and mentally, so you can maintain your health. You need to engage with the broader social community, continually educate yourself and develop your skills. So there's like 8 dimensions of success. Now, you can imagine that being hyper-successful at a couple of those would have some payoffs, but being of average success across all 8 of them, that's a pretty good deal too. If you're a solid C student across every conceivable academic discipline, that has advantages. Being an A+ physicist and a D- basketball player, well, there's a pathway to success there too, but there are various forms of success. This idea of integrated harmony across multiple domains of pursuit, that's a pretty good model. That's a good model to think about too over the span of your life. You got to understand that you're going to be old longer than you were young, right? You're going to stretch out across about 90 years, and you need a vision for success that encompasses all those decades. And we're very bad at that in the West. It's as if we believe that people pretty much die when they're 30. It's like, well, what's next? It's also the case that as you get older, your relative social status becomes less important to you too. Your life gets more particularized. So, when you're young, you want to be famous because, well, probably because you want to put yourself out there so you can find the best possible mate. Like, who knows what's driving you? But by the time you're 50, if that's still driving you when you're 50, you're getting pretty pathetic. You see celebrities who are in that terrible trap where they were characterized by outrageous behavior when they were in their 20s and 30s, often sexually provocative behavior, and they're still playing the same trick at 60. It's not aging well. And your viewpoint does shift across time, and your definitions of success have to take that into account. The advantage to having a family is that that's something that lasts, and it also disciplines you. One of the things I noticed long ago, and I do believe this to be the case, although every time I bring it up, I get hell for it. I don't think people really ever grow up till they have kids. You can't grow up, not really, until someone else is more important than you. With kids, it's flat out clear, if you're not narcissistic, is your kids are more important than you. And that puts you in the proper perspective. And I guess that might allow us to flesh out another part of the idea of success. There's an old Christian idea that the highest finds its highest pursuit in the service of the lowest. That's an archetypal expression of an idea that a radical reciprocity in relationship to others is a noble and proper ideal. And the reason for that is that it's the best possible game. If you radically make yourself useful to other people, you will instantly make yourself radically useful for yourself. That'll just happen all by itself, right? If all you're doing, and I don't mean in the martyrdom, self-sacrificing, I'll do anything for you and never ask for anything in return, sort of whiny, manipulative manner. I mean, if you're always looking out whenever you interact with someone for how the interaction could be structured so that that person could benefit, then you're never going to lack for social company or opportunity.